Poop at the shops. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm just outside of acupuncture. It is a rainy day today. I'm just gonna get acupuncture done today, and then I'm going to go and get my hair done. It has been over 2 years since I've gotten my hair done. It looks really bad right now because it's all so dirty. You know, the toxins and everything. If I only do it once every 2 years, it's not that big of a deal, if you know what I mean. So I don't, like, with stuff that I only get done every once in a while, I'm a little bit more lenient about the chemicals and stuff, because I feel like with the rest of my lifestyle and diet and everything, like, my body is able to deal with toxins every once in a while because I don't overload it every single day. I'm very excited to get my hair done. It is long overdue. I really need the confidence boost at the moment. Very looking forward to it. I don't know if you guys heard about this new study that just came out of UC San Francisco, but it's basically completely changed everything we know about the ovary, and I'm super excited about this. It's been going around on social media lately. I think it holds so much hope for women with POI because it shows that the ovary is like this whole ecosystem, and the same like nerves that run through our nervous system are in our ovaries too. And so that has more to do with the age of menopause than the number of eggs that we have left. When they reduced the amount of the density of nerves in the ovary, there were more eggs left in reserve and less developing. So basically it's more to do with our nervous system. But as far as ovarian reserve goes, I think this is like a big strike against that theory, which is very exciting. So I don't know if you guys have checked that out, but I am going to link the study in the description below for you to check it out. And I will take you along with me for acupuncture and for my hair appointment. Hey guys, I'm back from the hair salon, and this is what my hair is looking like. It is a lot cooler toned. It might not look like a huge difference. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but it is. It's lighter and it is cooler toned, so it matches my skin tone a lot better, which I'm very happy with. Plus she did some face framing layers. I really needed some movement up here. It was just like all one length, and I felt like it was just dragging my face down. I don't know, but I'm very happy with it. Super excited to have my hair done. Here is dinner tonight. We're having burrito bowls. It's brown rice, shredded chicken from making bone broth, black beans, pico de gallo, and guacamole, and then some hot sauce. Yum! And we're gonna be watching Gilmore Girls. It's been a couple of days since I filmed. I am just drinking my electrolytes, the Absorption company. It's really amazing. It doesn't just have electrolytes in it. It has electrolytes, but then it also has like liposomal glutathione, liposomal vitamin C, CoQ10, alpha, GPC, magnesium glycinate, methylfolate, and B vitamins. And it's so good. The flavor is mango lemonade, and it really tastes like mango lemonade. I've never tried a better tasting electrolyte before, so I'm super obsessed. Today, apart from work, I'm going to go get a beauty treatment done. With going through all this hormone stuff, I kind of gained a lot of weight really fast, and I've never really had cellulite before, but I've kind of gotten some cellulite on my legs. And so I'm doing this thing called ultrasonic fat cavitation. It's like a safe way to kind of eliminate some fat, so I'm trying it. I'll let you guys know how I like it. I got a Groupon to do it, and I'm just probably going to focus on my legs. I was going to do my abdomen. There was like a bunch of warnings about, you know, potential to reach the ovaries, but I talked to them and they're like, no, it doesn't reach that far, but like, just to be safe, I don't think that I'm going to do it over my abdominal area, even though that was like one of the main things that I wanted to do. But my legs are also like a major concern for me, so I'm just going to focus the whole treatment on my legs. And also, I have to leave soon, but I also wanted to tell you guys too. So I'm in a new cycle. Last cycle, my hormones were not that great. I did ovulate, but as far as I can tell with the Mira, I think I ovulated. But my estrogen didn't get up over 100, which is not good. So I'm like, and my progesterone was pretty pitiful as well. So I supported with progesterone in the luteal phase last cycle. This cycle, my estrogen is rising, but it's still lower than where it should be, which is a bit annoying. I'm just being patient with my body and seeing what happens. My progesterone is also like high for this point in my cycle, so I'm a little confused about what's happening. I'll pop up like a little screenshot of what my hormones are doing, but my LH was like 3, so that's low. It's like baseline, and then my estrogen is like around 80, somewhere around 80, which is, it should be higher. It should be above 100 ideally. And then my progesterone is 3.3, I think. And that's like higher than it should be for this point in my cycle. And I've been testing like since day 2 of my period. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted about that. I am back from doing my beauty treatment and I'm just having lunch really quick before I start working. This is some gluten-free mac and cheese that I made last night with chicken sausage. It's not the healthiest thing and probably not the best thing for me to be eating right after the ultrasonic fat cavitation, but I used all good ingredients, like good organic cheddar. I used organic, organic gluten-free pasta and all that. So, and I'm just gonna watch a little vlog while I eat my lunch and then I'm gonna get to work. From work to take care of the sourdough starter. We just started doing this and so far I'm not really sure how it's going, but we're giving it a shot. I have to feed it right now, so you have to feed it every day when you're starting out. This one is probably about 2 weeks old now, so you have to discard some of it, so I'm gonna discard a bit of it. Well, first I need to stir it up. Now I've got the amount of starter I need. Now I have to add about 100 grams of flour. I'm using this Italian organic flour. It's messy. It's just messy. You want it to be at the consistency of thick pancake batter. Still trying to figure it out. So the scraping is not working very well, so I'm going to take a cloth wet with filtered water and try to remove all of the flour and dough. Bring this little band up to where it's sitting so that I can see if it rises, which it has not done once yet. So basically just have to take out half of the starter and then add in 100 grams of, so you want like a 1:1:1 ratio is what I've been seeing a lot, but recently I saw this guy on TikTok that has this really active one. So he like moves it and it just bubbles up, and that's like a really good thing. You want really active because it makes the bread rise really well. So he said that he puts in more flour. He doesn't really do the 1:1:1 ratio. He does more flour, and that's what makes his so active. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do, is to add in more flour, playing with the ratio and adding like a bit more flour. So we'll see how it goes. I'm getting ready to cook dinner. There's this restaurant in New York called Springbone Kitchen in Brooklyn, and they have the best dish ever. It's called Grandma's Chicken and Rice, and I can't even explain to you, but it's got bone broth, rice, and chicken and veggies, and it's just like so flavorful. And I'm gonna try and recreate that tonight. So I'm gonna make some basmati rice with my bone broth, and then I'm gonna cut up some chicken breast into small pieces and season it really well and cook it in cast iron, and then so my camera died, but I was trying to say I just did a bunch of roast vegetables. So broccoli, mushrooms, zucchini. I tossed this with salt, avocado oil, and nutritional yeast. And then I made the bone broth rice. So I used basmati rice and my own homemade bone broth and some salt, some red Israel salt. And then, because they have it topped with like this cashew white sauce at the restaurant in New York, I didn't want to go through the trouble to make a cashew white sauce. And they use like a hot sauce too, so I thought, well, I'll just blend mayonnaise and sriracha together and try that, and we'll see. Let you guys know how it is. But this is what it looks like. It smells good. We'll see. Also, I've been sleeping like shiz lately, so I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try mixing the Absorption Company's Calm and Sleep, and I'm going to mix it. I have some ice water here, and I'm going to mix them together and drink that instead of, I usually have kombucha. I haven't been having it since I've been having UTIs because it's irritating. So I'm gonna have this for my drink tonight instead of that, and we'll see how that goes. Oh wow, that's really good. Yum. Holy crap, that's so good. It's the next day, and I slept like a friggin' rock last night. It was so nice. It was so nice because my dog has been snoring and moving around. She likes to go under the covers and on top of the covers and under the covers and on top of the covers. And I know people say you shouldn't sleep in the bed with your dog, but you can't unring the bell. You know, you can't unring the bell. She's been sleeping with us since we brought her home. So it's not going to change. That's just the way it is. And I'm just going to have to live with it. We're just going to have to live with it. But anyway, the Absorb More stuff made me sleep like a baby. Anyway, I have an interview today. I'm going to be interviewing a marketing assistant. You know, this economy is pretty crazy. Everything's getting really expensive. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think it'll be fine. And then just have my own stuff to work on, editing videos, things like that. Also, so I have been measuring my hormones. I am in a new cycle. I think I've told you guys this, so I'm in follicular phase right now. It's interesting because on day 3, my estrogen was at 50, which is like, okay. I think my progesterone was already kind of like high. It was at like 2.5, but again, I'm taking those progesterone suppositories in the luteal phase. So after I ovulate, I'm taking progesterone to support my luteal phase because I have low progesterone. I'm wondering if it's just leftovers from that, or if my corpus luteum was, I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's kind of crazy that it was that high while I was on my period. Not that that's high, but like for me that has, you know, chronically low progesterone, that was kind of high for me for being on my period. So I don't know like what's happening. I also ran out of Mir ones, but Mir's been saying that my estrogen is on the lower side. It started to rise and then it took a bit of a dip and then it started rising again, and then I ran out of ones. So I don't know, but I'm getting more today, and I might test in the afternoon just to see what it says, and then I'll just keep testing after that, and I'll keep you guys posted about that. those of you who are here for ovarian function stuff, my body is also just like still trying to find its rhythm again after all the meds, the birth control and the Clomid, and then all the infections, antibiotics, and all of that. So we're hopefully getting to a point where everything's going to be like leveling out again, and hopefully I'll have normal ovulation again. Yeah, and just doing like nervous system work. I have to do a lot of that. It's another day. I just wanted to update you. I was able to measure, I got my mirror ones came in the mail yesterday, and so I was able to measure my hormones this morning, and my estrogen has risen to above 100 finally, which is actually good because I'm on cycle day, I think 13, and my LH is still low at 3.9, and then my progesterone is actually at 2.6, which is, you know, more elevated than it usually is at this point. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm very happy that my hormones are rising. So essentially things seem to be getting back to normal, and I love that like the timing seems to be, I'm always afraid to open my mouth because like the next day I never know what my hormones are going to do, but it seems like things are getting back to normal. It seems like my body's finding balance again after the fertility treatments. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. I hope that me sharing this with you is helping somehow. I know that I seem to be all over the place with this stuff, and like sometimes I don't know what's going on, and sometimes I think I have an idea and then it changes, and I just want to let you guys know, like, I'm just trying to figure all this out myself, and I'm sharing with you my thoughts in real time, and sometimes those change with new information, and I don't know, what will remain steady and what I'm not going to give up on is hope that things can get better for me. Like, for example, with the adipose PRP, how I was so sure that it was working in the beginning, and then after like 11 months after the treatment, looking back, I'm not sure if it did or not, just because I wasn't measuring my hormones a lot before. I mean, there were times where I was measuring them, but I wasn't measuring them like so often as I was after the treatment, and so I'm not sure there was like a huge difference in, you know, my hormone levels or the amount of follicles that I had. That's another thing. Like, I only saw on a few different occasions how many follicles I had before I had the adipose PRP, and then after I was seeing a lot more frequently like how many I had, even though, you know, I did an IUI 2 years ago, back in 2023, and I started out with 1 follicle and ended up having 2. So, you know, then when I was doing fertility treatments after adipose PRP and I had 3 follicles, that was a slight increase. But we know with POI, ovarian dysfunction, your ovarian activity can be kind of very intermittent or all over the place. You don't have the same amount of follicles every time. Like, when I was diagnosed, they counted 5 follicles on my ovaries back in 2022. So I think it's just so difficult to know what's going on, because when doctors can't even really tell me 100%, like I was diagnosed with POI, and then I had my gynecologist recently telling me, oh, it's, you know, good thing you don't have full-blown POI, but then I'll read online that, you know, POI is a spectrum, and you can either have complete ovarian failure or you can have, you know, ovaries, like regular ovulation. So I don't even know like if I fall into this diagnosis or not. And I hope that it's not making you think that I'm a liar or that, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I am trying to make sense of this situation as much as I possibly can and communicate that as openly and honestly with you guys as I can with the information that I have at the given time. So I hope that that makes sense. It's just something that's been weighing on me lately, because I've also noticed a downtick in women with POI watching my vlogs, and so I was thinking that maybe the reason for that is because of how all over the place I have been with like reporting my results and everything with all this stuff. So I just wanted to kind of clear the air so that, you know, so that you guys know that I'm here for you. I'm here for you, and I'm here for me, because, you know, this disorder is so hard It's so difficult, and this is the reality. It's messy. We don't always understand what's going on. Even if I don't have full-blown POI, I am on the spectrum of ovarian dysfunction. It's not normal to have the small amount of follicles that I have each cycle, even though I do seem to ovulate every cycle. It's my ovaries don't function normally. I am on some kind of a spectrum. And I'm here because I was so alone when I was diagnosed, and I don't want that for you. And it also helps me when you guys watch and you reach out. And that's it. Also had my interview yesterday. If you guys care, it was for an assistant marketing position, and they seem to really like me. And then I have another interview tomorrow, and this is going to be with Starbucks. They have really good benefits, and Starbucks has fertility benefits. And since I do not have fertility benefits through my plan that I get through Covered California, I really want to find somewhere that will give me fertility benefit. That's pretty much it. I'm just working on videos today. I'm going to be working on this vlog and preparing for my interview tomorrow. So I read that I'm doing the sourdough starter all wrong, using the wrong flour and just doing several things wrong, like not feeding it twice per day. So I'm going to try and save it. The internet says that I can, so I am just going to stir this up. And it says to discard everything but 1 tablespoon of what I have so far. So basically the flour that I was using is for pasta and not for bread, and it makes it really hard for yeast to grow because there's not very many nutrients in it. So I got the right kind of flour. This Sunrise Flour Mill Heritage White Flour, premium organic heritage wheat. It's stone ground, it's organic, and it's like a heritage wheat, so it's easier to digest for a lot of people. Plus there's no glyphosate or any of that in it, no pesticides. So anyway, the flour that I'm using allows bacteria to grow but not yeast. So right now the bacteria is there, but there's no yeast, so it's got like a very sour smell. Yeah, it's very sour, very kind of alcohol-y almost. I've stirred it up, and now I'm just gonna discard most of it, and I'm going to need to start feeding it twice per day. So 1 feeding in the morning and 1 in the evening. Now I'm gonna measure out 100 grams of flour. I have to put it in here. Okay, I've got 80 grams of water here. I usually don't like using the microwave, but I do sometimes. And this is one of the instances where I'm going to, because I'm supposed to use warm water. So I'm just gonna do like, I don't know, 15 seconds. Okay, that's a little too hot. Shit. So now I'm just adding the water slowly and mixing everything together. Going for the consistency of a thick pancake batter, apparently. And then you're supposed to scrape off the sides really well. And so now it's pretty nice and clean, as you can see. Then I'm going to loosely place the lid on top of it, and I'm going to put it on top of a heating pad that's on low to keep the temperature where it needs to be. This little sticker tells the temperature. I think it's between 82 and 84, which is good. It's starting to bubble already, which is a good sign. I'll put this here until tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to do another feeding. Hey guys, I'm here with Freya, and we are at the chiropractor for her. So I don't know if I've told you guys this. This is important to know if you have a French bulldog. They're prone to disc issues. So a couple of years ago, a few years ago now, I took her to the emergency vet because she was in a lot of pain. She was crying. She could barely move. And they diagnosed her with intervertebral disc disease without even seeing like any kind of diagnostic imaging. And so we did an x-ray, and the x-ray couldn't see anything. Did not find any evidence of an IVDD. And then I was working for a chiropractor at the time, this chiropractor, my chiropractor that I've had for my whole life pretty much. And he looked at the x-ray for me, and he said that she doesn't have IVDD, and he adjusted her, and she was fine afterwards. And then she had another episode about 4 months later. She got adjusted again, she was fine, and then she had like one more with her neck, and she got adjusted, and she's been fine. So, and this is over the course of about 3 years. So I just tried to make sure to keep taking her so that her back is having good maintenance, and so that she doesn't have any issues. And that is, yeah, that's what we're doing today. She's a happy girl. That's how I keep her back safe. So if you have a dog that has back problems, I personally am glad that I take mine to the chiropractor. It makes a huge difference, and it's a good like first step before like going to back surgery or something like that. I'm just filming an outro right now. I just wanted to also update you again on ovarian function. I'm very happy to report that my body seems to be doing exactly what it's supposed to do. My estrogen is up over 100, my LH is surging, it's cycle day 15. This is a really good timeline. Usually I'm always ovulating early, so the fact that this cycle I am ovulating later is it's a really good sign. And for the first time ever, my LH surge is recorded on Mira. Like, my Mira has actually noted that it's a valid LH surge. Usually it says that my LH is too low to be considered a surge. So anyway, I don't know if this is a fluke, or if me being on progesterone consistently has now, altered my cycle so that it's more where it should be. I'm not really sure, but I of course will keep you guys posted in the following cycles, and we'll see. I'll tell you guys when I know more, but for now I'm very happy. Things seem to be going the way that they should. My body seems to be normalizing now after the fertility treatments and the interventions. So I'm relaxed and I'm happy. And anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I talk all about my fertility journey in vlogs and just share my daily life with you guys. If you guys have any questions or just feel like reaching out, please do so in the comments, and please give this video a like if you liked it. It really helps my channel. Thanks guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.